So so when you do this, you'll create your scene. It just has a box, and there's four flowers. I don't know if they're smaller, if they're at the bottom. I guess there's something called a century plant. I just want to write them down so I know the names. There's a prickly pear, cactus. He put a sunflower in. It was nice of Mick put all these things in for us, and a ficus plant. The idea in 5.2, I think it is that if you hit the F key, the ficus plant will grow. If you hit the S, the sunflower will grow. If you hit the P, the prickly pear. If you hit the C, the centos will grow. The idea is when you hit a letter. So, up until now, you've kind of just been dealing with the animation. Now you're going to deal with kind of interaction, so from the user, and it's not too hard to do. The idea is that under this tab, event listeners. So if you notice, by default, they put in have my first method happen. Okay, but we could get rid of that if we want. I mean, I guess nothing's happening here, so I'm actually going to get rid of it. All right, I'm going to delete that. Add event listener. All right, if a key is pressed, so I go to add event listener, keyboard, any add key press listener, and you could also add an arrow key listener. All right, or you could add a mouse listener, so if it touches on something. So in this way, you can make a game where a guy's going around the world. So if he goes, you can make him or her move around the world. So the idea is if they hit the F key, well, that sure sounds like an if statement. At the bottom, there are if statements. I bring it up. All right, and they force you to put in if true. All right. So instead of if true, I'm going to say if the key is an F. All right. So I can just drag that over. If is key F. All right, if it's key F, well, I want this guy to go up and maybe get bigger. All right. So I could write a method for each one, right? I could write a method for grow flower, for the grow ficus, and grow sunflower. But that's annoying because it's the same method. I'm just writing it 4 times, right? So instead of writing it 4 times, let's just write it once where there's going to be a variable of which thing is growing. This, I know, is confusing some people. So let's do it together. So I'm going to go to, I got to figure out who the method or who the procedure belongs to. It doesn't make sense to belong to a particular flower. So I'm going to make it part of the world, or maybe I'll make it part of the box. I'm going to make it part of the box. Okay? So I'm going to click on the box. Okay, box. I got to go to, here we go. So I go to box, add box procedure. So I'm going to create a new procedure called grow flower. And I'm going to add a parameter, which is which flower I'm going to grow. Okay? Okay. I'll call it the flower. And I need to say that it's going to be a model. Okay. So I need to specify its type, and flower is a model. One little side note, I noticed some people ask me about why do I capitalize like that? I don't know if have you noticed me doing that? So it's something we're going to see in Java. And it actually doesn't affect how things run. It's just how everyone around the world, and literally around the world, does things. So it's called by convention. By convention, it's camel case. The first letter of every word is capital. Okay, except for the first one. If you notice, the first one's lowercase, and that's to specify that this is a variable. This isn't like a big thing, like a whole object. This is just a variable, and so you'll see that we do that a lot. You don't have to, although if you had a job that everyone would be doing that. So by convention, that's what everyone does. All right. So I have this new procedure: grow flower with a parameter the flower. Well, so I want the flower to move up. So I'm going to say, okay, move up, maybe 0.5. I don't know what it needs to be. But instead of this, because this would be, I don't know, the box maybe, I'm going to say the flower. So I'll say the flower move up 0.5 meters. Okay. And that's the gist of it. Maybe I can make it bigger too. Maybe I'll resize it. Is that an option? Resize. I'm going to resize it by, I don't know how this works, 1.2. Like, because I think if we resize it by 1, it stays the same. So 1.2 would make it a little bigger, I think. But again, it's not going to be this. I'm going to drag the flower over it. This flower resized. Well, if I play this now, nothing happens. I hit the F. Uh-oh. What happened there? Well, that's not right. What's going on there? Well, that's why I always record things ahead of time. Let's pretend it did work. We can fix it later. So if I hit F, nothing happens. Why not? Because I never call the method. I need to call that method. So let's say, all right, I click on the box. I say, box, grow the flower. All right, which flower? So it's asking me, what do you want to say? What do you want to set down as the flower? What am I going to say for the F? The F is the ficus. Okay. And then I'm going to do another if statement. Okay. Else if the key is, I don't know, let's say it's the C for the cactus. Right. Grow the cactus. Or the century plant, sorry. C is century plant. All right, I hit play. Again, I'd have to make my box bigger. I don't know. I hit C. It's getting bigger and bigger. I hit F. Now that one grows. That's the idea. So you have one method grow flower, one procedure grow flower that takes in the flower that we want to grow. Any questions? Is that okay? So I'll put that video